Hey guys, I am doing a changing video and oh my gosh, my brain just went with Piper. Completely forgot her name for a second. I am going to put on her this cute Old Navy newborn outfit Crystal bought. It's white with stars and crowns on it. It's got this kangaroo pocket in the front and it's got a hoodie. I'm trying to get my ear to pop. Which side? Okay. I'm going to put her socks on first. It's easier to do it that way. But I know that by the time a lot of you see this, it's going to be around Christmas time. Yes, I'm pre-recording a bunch of videos. That is because my kids are going to be home for about 2.5 weeks from school. And I don't know how much time I'm going to be able to get done. Or I'm going to have to do videos when they're home. Because I will not be one bit surprised if our house looks like a tornado went through it. Because that's just my kids. So I anticipate a lot of messes. And then with their new toys. Actually, this year we've said we were going to do it in the past, but this year we're actually doing it. We're making them get rid of some of the toys before the new toys come in. And that is because they have so many toys, both of them do. This year we really scaled back Christmas for no other reason than they just have so much. There's a piece of cat hair on her. They both have way too many toys. Both of them are very spoiled. And they've got that playroom full, and they've got a bunch in their bedrooms. We're trying to get it like narrowed down in their bedrooms. My daughter now just has her American Girl and Welly Wishers in her bedroom. And like the play sets and stuff that she has to go along with them. And my son is probably going to be, she pretty much only had most of that stuff in her room. She had a few other things. She has a toy box in there too. That the toy box will stay, but like she had a Fisher-Price dollhouse. And she used to play with those a lot. But recently, the only time she started playing, like it sat for almost a year without being touched. And then I mentioned that we should probably get rid of it. Then all of a sudden she started playing with it. Go figure. And I'm like, no, that's not going to fly. Just like my son today, he has some Blaze and the Monster Machines toys. As well as some Minecraft toys. And I told him, I'm like, we are getting rid of both of those for sure. And also, I want to get rid of the rest of your Paw Patrol. We got rid of a bunch of the Paw Patrols earlier this fall during the consignment sale. I got rid of, or sold most of his Paw Patrols. We narrowed it down to, he only picked one of each vehicle. And we got rid of like the big things like the Air Patroller and the Paw Patroller. And the Lookout. And honestly, they really haven't played with those since then either. So I'm at the point where you don't really play with it. It's just sitting in your room. Sometimes you guys just dump them out for the sake of dumping them out. I'm kind of over the huge amount of mess. And so it's pretty much in his room. I want to narrow it down to his Star Wars toys, his Legos and then Disney planes and Disney cars. And then he has a shelf in his room that has some other toys in it, like his American Girls and such, but his American Girl clothes and such. But I'm trying to downsize what's in their room. We're talking about moving in the next couple years, and the houses that, okay, that's weird. I don't know if it's supposed to fit like this, but the legs fit fine. But the sleeves are almost like quarter sleeves. Okay, maybe it's supposed to be that way. They don't go all the way down. And like the hands are right where the pocket should be. So I don't know if it was the sleeves were made wrong or what. But oh well. She's fine. But my husband and I were talking, and oh, my nose just, we were talking, and, you know, places that we want to look for, we're looking for ones that have, like, a family room, a formal, like, living room, or a living room with a family room, or, like, a dining room that's a separate room, and then there's actually room for a table within the kitchen. Or like what we have here, we actually have a breakfast nook. Something like that. And what we plan to do is all of the toys except for my daughter's American Girls, those will stay in her bedroom. And my son will just basically have his Legos, basically what we're trying to do now. And all the rest of the toys are going to go in the playroom. And also even in our playroom right now, my daughter has this changing station thing that she doesn't really use, so it just kind of collects junk, and a little pretend washer and dryer that we will be getting rid of as well. There's things that they don't really play with anymore. It just adds to the clutter, and I just want to start getting rid of some of it so that when we move, I don't have to worry about getting rid of it then. There was a house that we're kind of sort of semi-interested in. We're still trying to find information on this house, because it was foreclosed years ago. So we're trying to track down information on this house, and we've visited the house a few times, like went to the property and walked around, and while we haven't been able to get in the house, you know, you can kind of look in, and looking in on the house, there is a open concept. It's like the kitchen isn't very big, but then it's got a breakfast nook right off of the kitchen, and then it's got like a formal living room and a dining room, all one big room. And then right next to that, on the other side of the wall, it looks like would be like more of a family type room, where like people would put like a TV and such. Well, if we would get this house, and like I said, we're trying to figure this out, who owns it and such. We're not 100% sure. But we're talking about, I'm like, honestly, that bigger spot with the kitchen, I would like to, it's got a nice fireplace. I'm like, I would like to mount the TV on the fireplace, put our couches facing the fireplace, and do like our living room there. We don't really need a full dining room. I'm like, so what I would like to do with that is, actually, thinking about it, we'd probably put the table where the dining area would be, and where the breakfast nook is, we'd put my desk. And that's what we're thinking for that. And I'm like, and then the family room, we would probably, or what would be like the family type room, would probably end up being our, what we'd like to turn into the playroom. And I go, we would probably put in there a TV for the kids, as well as, I think we might just get like a little futon because it's a good sized room. I go, then there'd also be room for the playroom. And as they grow up, you know, we trade out the toys and keep the shelf. The shelf would be fine, but we would turn the shelf into more like a bookshelf or other knickknacks and stuff like that. So we hope to get in to at least see the house once. My mother-in-law's neighbor is a real estate agent, and we're going over to her house soon. And we're supposed to get information from them. To call him, my husband's supposed to call him and see if he knows anything about the house or can find out anything about the house for us. But little Miss Piper looks so cute in this outfit. So I hope you enjoyed this changing video, and I will see you all later. Bye!